haven't really had like a lot of crazy things happen in my life, especially like in my actual life. But sports-wise, there's kind of been a general theme of like dealing with adversity, growing from it, and then like overcoming that. So I remember probably the most important day in my entire sports career. My mom picked me up from school one day in 5th grade, told me I got cut from the 5th grade travel basketball team, and like all of my best friends made that team except me. And that like I remember crying in the car. I was like really mad, really upset. But I probably needed that because I thought I was really good and like I didn't try as hard and work as hard as I should have. And that kind of lit a fire inside of me to like work way harder. So I became the kid in basketball who like got every single rebound, took charges, played hard defense, and like by high school I was the only kid who was on that travel basketball team. I was still playing in high school, and that kind of like changed the way I look at sports, and I kind of became a massive tryhard, which was like a good thing, and I needed that. Played football, basketball, lacrosse, and golf growing up. I love sports. It's been a part of my life since I was a baby. It's probably the best at golf, and I love golf the most. I was something I did with my grandparents growing up. I always enjoyed it, and there was just a time I was at a lacrosse tournament actually when I decided like I'm just playing golf, like this is the sport I want to do. I was probably like 9 or 10 years old. I went to an FCA lacrosse camp in Gettysburg. I was around a lot of really great people. I remember Matt Emerson was one of my huddle leaders growing up. He was really instrumental in my life when I was younger, and just being around a lot of the huddle leaders who were playing college lacrosse at the time. One of my coaches was Brian Kelly, and seeing how he kind of lived his life, and I thought it was always cool to see like how some of these people live their life. My old golf coach, whose name was Justin Schaller, he taught me when I was like 6, 7 years old, like all the way up till I was like 15. He is a pastor right now, and then he went on a mission trip to Australia. He was a huge Christian, and just like seeing how he lived his life, seeing the type of family man he was, the type of husband and type of father he was, and just like something was different. So like, and then having conversations with him that went like and actually talked about my faith, like it wasn't golf. He became kind of like a instrumental figure to kind of push me to start like pursuing my faith more. You know, college, there's a lot of things that can pull you away from God, and I think just being around people kind of pushes you to like want to live life. I remember my freshman year, there were some seniors who I was like, it felt like they were like had a different type of relationship with God, and that kind of like pushed me to want to be like that one day, which is really hard to do because like my freshman year FCA was pretty special. And then meeting with Kyle and meeting with a bunch of other guys who were going to FCA and just like talking and having them all pushed me to just chase God and have a different type of relationship with him. And I think kind of having that relationship with God taught me that I needed those moments in my life where if I didn't have that, I probably would have just ran away from the challenge and left. And I actually, like reflecting back, I think my 5 years at Maryland are going to be really instrumental in the rest of my life, just through a lot of the kind of tough times and hardships I've overcome. Whatever happens, like in the grand scheme of things, golf really isn't that important. And I'm trying to do it for something bigger than myself. Something I do before every golf tournament is I just write in my journal before, like, whatever happens today, I just want to honor God through how I act on the golf course, and that kind of like frees me up just to play. Like God put me in this world for a reason, and I think part of that is golf and trying to work hard every single day to maximize it for Him, not for anyone else, not for like my own glory, not to please my coaches, but like to just go out and give my all for God.